This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Hello, my name's Harriton Watco. Welcome to the program. Every once in a while, I get the opportunity to talk about something light, something easy, something nice, as well as something formidable. Now, it's not just about the topic or what is light that makes things easy, but what is easy to listen to, what is nice to look at, and what we can all learn from it as well. Now, in our politics and the current events that we go through, it's very difficult today, especially with what we call facts, or what they even call fact-checking. What is it about the truth and that media does not seem to promote, other than interest of people behind them? Very much like our politics, somebody has some kind of interest behind something. It muddles the issue, it confuses the people, and today, I hate to say it, I have a difficult time trying to understand what is real. Watch the two big networks. When they go on with their nightly news, one will tell you the average, the temperature today is 39 degrees in Tagbilaran, Tuguegarao, or wherever. And the other one will say it's 42. And yet when you check the Pagasa, it's 33 or 32. What is it about news that everyone wants to hypen it up so much so it is no longer real? That's the problem with today's communication, information, and the platforms we all use. Broadcast is easy. You bring it out. Social media is more difficult. Why? Because everybody gets a chance to bring out their comments. Zuckerberg and Facebook, when he faced the Senate hearing in America, was a very interesting program. So it turned out to be, because he was open in spite of the platform being two ways. Are we actually ready with today's technology? Can we actually accept to hear the comment of another person? Or wasn't it nicer when we put out ads in newspapers and TV and we just sat back like a couch potato, accepted it, and said, that's it, no more, go further? Well, it seems we're going to have to live with this platform because that is here to stay. Going back to the program, I am delighted to talk about a topic which is very close to my heart. It's music, it's jazz. That's the genre I personally prefer. But it's not necessarily the best music. Everything is best, whether it be classical, pop, folk, whatever, even indigenous, so long as it's performed from the heart. That's the beauty of what we call music. I'd like to talk to you about jazz and my background in it, as well as our guest for this evening. We have Sandra Viray, Sandra Lim Viray, who is the chair of the Philippine Jazz International Jazz Association. Festival, which is held every year for the past 10 years. She singularly, with help of some people, have brought together our artists, as well as brought in a lot of international artists. She's worked with the different embassies that have promoted it. And once again, she has the opportunity coming up this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, to bring about the many artists they've imported as well as brought together in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sandra Lim Viray. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Harry. Thank you for inviting me, and good evening to all your televiewers.
Well, alam mo, maganda dyan, Sandra. you are in the heart of this festival that you've been putting together. Marami ka nagagawa sa mga musicians. As they say, the jazz musicians are not necessarily the better musicians in the industry, but it is in a higher plane when they can extemporaneously perform and move from one group to another instead of combo, banda lang. So they are like the more seasoned musicians, not necessarily the best. I'm trying not to say jazz is best because it's not. It's preference, di ba?
Yes,
But you've
that's
been
right.
putting this together. How long have you been doing this?
This will be our 13th year.
Imagine, 13
Yeah,
years.
13, lucky number.
Awan ko, 13, malas dapat eh. Sandra, before you
Lucky
go
naman.
on, I'd like to give my condolences to your better half who was passed on 2 weeks ago. That I was abroad and that blew me away when I heard the news. My
yes.
deepest condolences, who was also a terrific jazz drummer. Sandra, ladies and gentlemen, is also a jazz singer. That's how she is really known as Sandra Lim. She's been in the circuit for many, many years and performed with the very best in this country, as well as put out your own albums. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Let's go to the 13 years. What have you learned so far and where has it gone?
I have learned that matigas ang ulo ko.
Nung pa matigas, Sandra. Kilala kita matagal na.
Yes, I mean, it's every year we struggle. We struggle with finances, we struggle with putting it together because we're not a big organization. But there's always a reason to do it again. I mean, and this year my husband was not particularly eager to do it. But
Why? June always enjoyed the
because,
festivals.
yeah, I know he enjoys it, but he knows that I have a hard time. He knows that it's so much work, and we do spend a lot of money. But
Ibig sabihin, all this time, hindi ka kumikita dyan. Ano ba naman?
Hindi,
Anong
ano?
klaseng festival yan?
no, because we get excited. We want to make it bigger. We want to, and the finances sort of don't match the income.
But you have sponsors. Marami kang kilalang mga... Well, I have one who reached out to me, si Bobby Cuenca, who loves the music, obviously.
Yes.
That's how I found out.
Yes.
If he didn't reach out to me on FB, I wouldn't have known. That's why I
Yeah.
said, Sandra, lika, pinilit kita, di ba, to come on this show.
Yes.
But go ahead, yeah.
But Bobby is such a patron of jazz. He loves jazz, and I've been bugging him to bring out Anthony Strong for the past 3 years. But alam mo, Anthony is a new artist, but
Oh, nanibago ako. I didn't even know about
but
him.
he is great. I mean, I heard him about 3 years ago, and I flew to Jakarta for 1 day just to watch him live. June and I went,
Wow.
and we were blown away. He was really great, really good. And I said, I'm going to keep on until we bring him and other great jazz musicians to
I'm
Manila.
glad you did. You persisted, and
Yeah.
now he's going to perform in the country on the
Yes.
weekend, on
Yes,
weekends,
that's right.
Saturday and Sunday.
And Sunday.
But he has a private show on Saturday,
Yes.
or under Bobby's care anyway.
Yes, it's well, I personally, but this is my opinion. I think he's really Grammy material. You know, if you can put it that way. We've brought a lot of artists to Manila who were not known then, but then everybody wants to watch them now.
Yes,
We
yes.
brought Esperanza Spalding
All right.
before she won the Grammy. We brought Hiromi, Japanese.
Japanese.
Well, they were saying, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
I said, never mind who she is, but you have to listen to her. She's great. We brought Raul Midon, and he's now making waves. And we brought Kurt Elling. So many artists.
How do you
who did-
identify these artists and their commercial ability to attract? I mean, if these names were not yet popular, kumbaga dito, hindi Sharon Cuneta yan, di ba?
Oh, hindi.
Or kung hindi malaking pangalan yan, how do you choose, one, your musicality, your background, to identify what is good, what is not? But maybe that's why nahihirapan ka, hindi kaya dapat commercial value. In other words, pasok mo si U2, di ba? Si Bono or someone else, di ba?
Yeah, but then somebody's already doing that. I mean, we have to, I feel that as much as my responsibility is to the artists, a big part of it is also to the audience.
I'd like to talk about that topic,
Yeah.
you per se,
Yeah.
because that's what drives you. To bring
Yes.
out music that is not necessarily commercial or popular, but you want to share the music that you experience. Is that correct? Yan ang
Yes.
jazz sa'yo, no?
Yes.
So that's what it is. That's what drives you.
Yeah, well, it doesn't, I mean, it can be commercial and still be good music.
Correct. Spyro Gyra.
Yes.
Mga ganyan, di
We've
ba?
brought Spyro,
Yeah, you
Yellow
did.
Jackets.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets.
But I'm saying, what would make, I feel that the music that we put out has an effect on people who listen. So when people are happy with the music they hear, they can be more productive. They're inspired. They do better things the following day. Rather than listen to someone they'll just criticize or someone they've heard before. It's nothing new. You need something fresh, something outstanding. And these young people are also going out of their way and out of their comfort zone to produce something to please the
Especially
audience.
jazz musicians, when you're exposed to them, to hear and see visually what they can do, actually you learn, I can do that too.
Yes.
I remember watching Chick Corea and the band that came here. The drummer was some fantastic drummer, Weber, I think. I forget his name.
Dave Weckl.
Weckl,
Yes.
yes. And I couldn't believe when you listen to it on tape or on CD, parang posible yata yan, dalawa ata na tumatambol dyan, no? And then you watch them, oh my gosh, that's how he does it. So the jazz musos that come and participate and watch and experience your programs should be indebted to you.
Oh,
How hard to answer, you know where I'm leading to. Should be indebted to you. So maybe, is there a disconnect there somehow? I mean, you bring all these musicians, you help them. You share with them the experience of the live concert to make them realize their own potential, which is without limits, di ba, with today's music.
yes.
Shouldn't we all be thankful to you?
Well,
I am for all the musicians you brought in. I mean, no, really. I mean, someone's making an effort. My gosh.
yeah, well, I think it's a concerted effort. I mean, if there were no one to watch, then it would be useless to do anything also. So we need the people to come and watch and make something out of what we're doing, right? So
What do you think is the composition of your audience in the Philippines that come and experience your programs?
it's mixed. The demographics are really mixed. We have really old, really young. But, you know, I
I'm
think...
part of the very old.
No, middle tayo.
Middle ba ako? Middle ba? Hindi, kasi I went to see John McLaughlin. It was relatively full.
Yes.
And to think John McLaughlin, sa mga iba, kumukulot ang buhok nila pag naririnig nila si John McLaughlin, di ba?
Yeah, and you know what we do? If there's a guitar player, I say all the guitar players get in for free.
No
Because-
kidding.
yeah.
My gosh, I should have said that. I had to pay for my ticket.
You don't play guitar, you're a drummer.
No, I know. But, you know, go ahead.
Yeah, because we know we want them to watch and we want them to
Learn.
And sometimes, you know, they can meet the audience. I mean, it's very up close.
Yeah, may meet and greet nga.
Yeah, and you can meet them, you can talk to them,
Yeah,
and
talk music.
pick their minds, or and then you connect, exchange
Yeah,
emails.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's always a good thing.
I notice in your concerts, I don't see you go up on stage and award yourself anything. I always hear Johnny Alegre or whoever going up on stage. Pero ikaw, hindi kita nakikita sa taas eh.
I'm shy. I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's Bobby's fault. But before it was always Zenaida. I said, Zenaida, go up. Or
Yes, Zenaida always went up.
Yes.
Pero I'm going to put out this video of one of the artists that you brought in. You said the one that you brought in from Jakarta. His name's Anthony Strong. We happen to have a video right here. Now, this guy reminds me, you're right, Sandra, Grammy Award winner to in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this video. Let's roll that, Andy.
Hello, my name's Anthony Strong and this is Emma Hatton and we're here today to wish you a
Happy Valentine's Day.
Needed the shelter of someone's arms. There you were. Needed someone who'd understand my ups and downs. Pretty baby, there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. thank you, baby. Ooh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Sweeter than sugar, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I close my eyes at night, wondering where would I be without you in my life. Everything I did was just a bore. Everywhere I went, it seems I'd been there before. But you brighten up for me all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. Thank you, baby. Ooh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Ain't nothing sweeter, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Ooh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Wishing you a happy Valentine. Wishing you a happy Valentine.